Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week I'm in downtown Dayton, Ohio. It's a damp and dreary day and I'm standing outside a fairly unassuming warehouse. But I happen to know for a fact that behind this door is one of the more impressive Porsche collections you'll see anywhere. Let me take you inside the Taj Garage. John, the place looks great as always.
Good to see you again, Dennis.
Man, in fact, it looks like you've moved a few other toys in.
Just a couple, for your visit here today.
Oh, you're too good to me, really. Well, this is a wonderful collection. I love the mural. That's kind of Dayton specific, isn't it?
Pretty much Dayton specific, and you'll see some characters on there that are actually nationally specific, and some family.
Family, national. A few of the cars that I see here.
A couple of the cars, yeah.
Now, this collection also serves kind of a good purpose, a good cause,
Yeah,
right?
we use the facility for some philanthropic events, specifically the Ronald McDonald House of Dayton, Ohio.
Now, do you do that annually?
Yeah, the first weekend in June is usually a 3-day, 7-event deal that we try to raise just a few dollars. So if you got your checkbook, come on over.
You can come on over and see these great Porsches and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, beautiful place and beautiful cars. I mean, this is one of the better groupings of Porsche you'll see anywhere. I'm surrounded here. I don't know where to start. I mean, I got a beautiful 928, cute little bug there, but how about one of Porsche's supercars?
You picked a good one to start with, Dennis.
I like it.
This is Porsche's 959, their supercar from the 80s. Run flat tires, bulletproof windshield, carbon fiber and Kevlar.
And that's pretty much what the body is? There's not a lot of steel in this thing?
No, very little. In fact, this is just under 3,100 pounds. And that's Porsche wanted to, they say 198 plus, but we'll leave that to the...
Goes pretty quick. We know it's pretty quick.
It's quick.
And it's a 1988?
This is an 88. This is number 97 at 287.
Now, Kevlar, aluminum, carbon fiber, doesn't weigh much. The engine puts out?
About 440 horse.
And how big?
2.9 liters.
That's just unbelievable. Let's have a look. I don't know how you put that many ponies in such a small place, you know?
I'll leave it to Porsche.
Boy, it is packed in there, man. I don't know if I'd want to service that baby. Four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive?
Yeah, all-wheel drive. It lowers itself at 100 miles an hour, just over 4 3/4 inches off the ground. Zero lift at 200 miles an hour. Some of the air, this was the first spoiler of its type, and you see in copy today.
It's yeah, I mean, bring that down. That's a beautiful looking spoiler.
Yeah, that's all about airflow management. And it's pretty amazing when you consider this concept started in the early 80s for Porsche.
Well, now, you know, hiding behind your jungle bug there is one of your more radical things, though, the sedan delivery.
Right.
Let's go look at that. I love that car. Welcome back to My Classic Car and John Dixon's Taj Garage, a Porsche collection that had it all. A Porsche sedan delivery. Now, this is a first.
It certainly is.
It's at least a first for me. I mean, and this is, to the best of our knowledge, the only one around. Is that true?
To the best of our knowledge.
And you had this created, right?
Yeah, right here in Lewisburg, Ohio. Bob Bennett from Bob's Custom Rod Shop. He'd also helped work on the limo that we're going to see a little later.
Well, I mean, the workmanship here is phenomenal because this is, I mean, black is the most unforgiving.
And you can tell by these fluorescent lights, it's an incredible piece of workmanship.
It's a beautiful piece. Now, what'd you start with, a 356?
Sunroof coupe that had some damage in the front, and Bob lopped this off the back, and then he reconfigured it, and it took just under 18 months.
It looks like it came from the factory. I love the interior, though. I mean, and what's that, a jump seat?
Yeah, that's a jump seat that's actually out of a racing canoe, and then the seat and the shift and the shift knob and the steering wheel were all made out of ash, so they were congruent.
Engine's back here as it should be. Can I
as
open
it should
up?
be, absolutely. Help yourself.
So, is that a 4-cam engine?
A 4-cam engine, yeah. That's some of Porsche's racing heritages in there.
So this thing kicks too.
A little bit.
It's a pretty bizarre exhaust system.
That's a pea shooter. That actually is like what amount to be a free-flowing exhaust today, and you can hear this coming down the road.
I mean, this thing's just a riot. It's hilarious. You know, I mean, not many people customize Porsches, and you took it to the limit here, I must say.
Well, yeah, Bob did a real nice job. You have to give credit where credit's due. The workmanship's incredible. The gentleman, Yuri Rojas, who did the motor, the car is just, it's impeccable.
It is. It's perfect, and I love the wide whites on it.
I agree with you 100%. I take a little heat for that, but it's on the money.
Gotta have wide whites.
Absolutely.
All right, so for the purists, let's give them something that they can relate to. How about this 57?
Yeah, this is a 57 Carrera GT. They made 12 in this body configuration. This being that this has no heat, no undercoating. It's delete of side moldings for weight savings. This also has...
Removable hardtop?
It's a steel hardtop. Porsche made reportedly 3 or 4 of these, and the reason they only made 3 or 4 is because the weight factor.
It had to be heavy.
Yeah, it was more for the inclement weather that people race these things.
Aha. Now these are such, I mean, they're almost comical looking. They look like bathtubs, but they really were aerodynamic.
It's not, they're not, funny you say that, they're actually called bathtubs by a lot of the purists. But they are extremely aerodynamic, and if you look, there's not a straight line on the car.
No, air's just got to slide over this thing.
Absolutely.
And now, did they ultimately make a lighter weight?
Yeah, Glass Bar, which is not a Porsche affiliate, but later Porsche came up with the idea, and then Glass Bar made fiberglass tops that are now very popular for the Speedster, especially in like the Midwest and what have you.
The engine would be the same as the sedan?
Very similar, yeah, very similar. Both 1500 GS 4-cam engines.
Another great car. Well, this is the west wing of the
Taj Maharaj.
Taj Maharaj.
Taj Maharaj West Wing.
Go over to Taj Central here?
Let's
All
go.
right. See what's over there. Welcome back to My Classic Car and John Dixon's extraordinary Porsche collection. Hey, look, another Carrera GT.
Yeah, imagine that.
That was a little different than the one in the other
Just
room.
it's a shade off.
Now, this is maybe as rare or even more rare. This is what, 550?
Yeah, this is the 1955 Paris Auto Show car for Porsche. It was it's a 550. This is number 67 out of the 91 built.
And now, is this an aluminum body?
Aluminum body. This was what they called the giant killer back in the 50s. This was what helped put Porsche on the racing map. This was equipped with a 4-cam engine, like what we saw of the Carrera GT and the sedan delivery.
But with an aluminum body and all, this thing could not have weighed
about 1,100 pounds with fuel, and then you had the weight of the driver. So
and the 4-cam engine. This thing had to be a rocket ship.
It was.
Now this is obviously unrestored.
It's got about 42,000 original miles on it. Those are still the original seats, but for whatever reason, the second or third owner put a Mako paint job on it, for lack of better description.
I mean, this thing is a piece of history, though. Wow, what a find!
It's a great car.
As you have so many great cars, let's go look at a few more. Ooh,
sure.
912. Nice
912.
Very
69
nice.
912.
Oh, but how about this nice 911?
Yeah, it's 1967. This was a factory delivery from an oil executive from Saudi Arabia.
This baby is really heavily optioned.
$1,300 with options in 1967 on a $5,900 base car. You can see the luggage rack. They call this paint to sample, and this is not a factory color.
He said he wanted this color.
He wanted this color, this shade. Even ordered a quart of paint for $5 and change. It shows on the build sheet.
For touch-ups?
For touch-ups. I know what you touch it up with now. It's probably like concrete, but it looks great in the display case.
It's beautiful, and it really is nothing like an original car.
No, it's all original with the exception of the tires. We did have to replace the front windshield because it experienced a crack, but what you're looking at an original paint car, and it runs as good as it looks.
Now, this is a 911S.
This was 180 horsepower, unlike the standard 911, which is 130. So this was a 145-mile-an-hour car in 1967.
That's very fast in 67.
This is the kind of car I got my baptism under. I used to be a big muscle car kind of a guy, and I got blown away by one of these.
and the rest, as they say, is Porsche.
Yeah, there you go. The rest is Porsche.
Welcome back to My Classic Car and the Taj Garage. Now, another one of your wild creations, though, and perhaps my favorite of all, is the Porsche limo.
My oldest daughter, we built this for her wedding. This has got about 13 different cars in it. Keep in mind that not one of them would have been anything other than good for the boneyard.
Right. But it's so well done. I mean, I've seen limos made out of just about everything, and a lot of them are hack jobs.
Right.
This is stunning.
This actually has a 6-volt and a 12-volt system to accommodate the accessories. It has air ride suspension. The wall hanging you saw when you came to the building, Dennis, the drivetrain was the donor for the drivetrain for this.
It is incredible, and it works, right? I mean,
no, it functions. I've been told I have to hang on to it till my youngest daughter gets married.
It is absolutely a beautiful piece.
Oh, thanks.
Your whole collection, though, John, is just stunning. It's, and of course now this is the part of the show where I say, John, is there something we could maybe take out and drive around? And it's a little bit gloomy out.
Well, we're probably going to take you back to the car you saw first, Dennis. I'm thinking the all-weather rocket ship would be something that you'll stay dry and still go fast.
I think that works for me.
And it works for my son-in-law, who's been very helpful to.
He will be my chauffeur?
He'll be your chauffeur.
Well, let's go talk to him.
You betcha.
John's 959 was the perfect choice given the less than perfect weather conditions. And with John's son-in-law Eric driving, I knew we'd get to put this baby to the test. Oh yeah. Looks good, Eric.
Thanks.
John's got the door? Let's go.
Have fun, guys. Thanks.
We will. So you're a Porsche guy marrying into a Porsche family.
Pretty much, yeah. If it weren't for these cars, her and I would have never met.
What a bond. What a great bond to have.
It is actually. I mean, it's good to have something like this in common with your father-in-law.
Yeah, because that can go either way, you know? The whole father-in-law thing can go either way.
Easily.
Well, this 959's got to be a thrill to play with every now and then.
It is, actually. It's one of those things that's like a dream. You never in a million years you'd think you'd actually be driving one.
And on a day like this.
On a day like this.
But, you know, like John says, it's the perfect all-weather Porsche.
It is indeed. It's the practical supercar.
The practical supercar. I never thought of it that way, but you know, you could. I can't believe you can get 440 horsepower out of 2.9 liters.
I'll leave it. I know. Well, like I say, the Germans are quite phenomenal when it comes to stuff like that. You'd be amazed at what they can do.
And these were, I mean, new. These things were expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think they were $250,000 in '88.
I
right?
believe they were. Yeah, it's kind of scary thinking I'm driving a car that has that kind of
yeah, no
retail.
pressure. No
Yeah,
pressure.
exactly.
Of course, it's worth more now.
I always joke with him every time I take one out that's worth more than my life. I said, if anything happens, I'll be sure to snap my own neck.
Right.
If I'm not killed in the accident.
It's just the right thing to do. You know? Now that's a car. Oh man. Eric, thanks for the lift, man.
Pleasure's all mine, Dennis.
Oh boy. And John, what a collection. What a great car too. You're right. It is the ultimate all-weather Porsche, isn't it?
It certainly is. It got you back in the wet, didn't it?
It did. You know, I mean, this thing, four-wheel drive, you know, for these conditions, it's the perfect car.
It certainly is.
Well, hey, if you'd like to get an up-close look at some of these killer Porsches that John's got, you got to come to Dayton, Ohio for the Taj Cruisers Speed Fest. It's always the first weekend in June.
First weekend in June.
And it benefits the Ronald McDonald House. And I'm coming back on a sunny day, John, and we're going to take a few more of these out.